Masih di Muslim di Rantau, kali ini saya bertemu dengan salah satu mahasiswi dari Dr. Khamis di kampus ini. Sahabat Muslim di Rantau, saya sekarang bersama dengan Grace Juber, right?
Yes.
Juber is come from France?
Yes.
France. Grace ini adalah students di University of Maryland dan juga jurusan komunikasi, kebetulan juga teaching assistant. So you are teaching TA, right?
Yes.
What do you think about Dr. Sahar?
She's great. I'm not just saying that because I work for her. I took her Arab media class and her class on Islamic discourses, and it was a really great learning experience. She's so knowledgeable about the things she teaches about, and she really makes it accessible for students who haven't traveled the world, or for students who aren't Muslim or Arab. I am neither of those things, and I found her class to be really like eye-opening experience.
So her class is basically about Arab and media, right?
Yes.
So how did you get from this class?
What did I get from it? So I think what I really got from the class is just how new media is just shaping, especially the Arab region, but also the world. We talk a lot about the different revolutions, like the Egyptian Revolution, most of the Arab Spring, and we really get to look at how like Facebook and Twitter and YouTube really impacted and like propelled these different revolutions forward. So she does a really good job of making sure you leave the class not only knowing the basics of what's the difference between someone who's Arab or someone who's Muslim, but also how these type of new medias have really shaped the region.
Selain mengajar di kampus ini, Dr. Sahar juga dikenal sebagai pembicara publik. Berbagai aktivitas seminar, diskusi film, dan interfaith telah mengundang Dr. Sahar untuk berbicara dan menyampaikan sudut pandangnya sebagai pengamat Islam dan media. Nah pemirsa, saya sekarang bersama dengan Dr. Sahar dari Egypt atau di Mesir, dan beliau adalah pengajar di UMD. Tadi kita sudah datang ke kelasnya. So, how do you feel teaching in the US as a Muslim scholar?
I've been a professor here at the University of Maryland for the last 10 years.
Last 10 years?
Yes, it's been a decade now. I came here in 2007, now we are in 2017. So for the last 10 years, I have been teaching here in the Department of Communication at the University of Maryland, College Park. My area of expertise is Arab and Muslim media.
Arab and Muslim media?
That is correct, Arab and Muslim media. So I try to be a bridge between the West and the East, between the Western world and the Arab world and the Muslim world.
Through media?
Through the media and through my own study of the media and through my own teaching of courses related to the media as well. So as you saw in my classroom today, I have a lot of diverse students. Some of my students are American, some of my students come from the Middle East region, some of my students are Jewish, some of my students are study abroad students who have studied or lived in the Arab world, the Muslim world for some time. Some of them are studying the Arabic language, some of them are studying in sociology or intercultural, international education. So I do have really a very wide and diverse pool of students, and I think this is a great asset, it's a great advantage to actually have this kind of diversity. And I think that my contribution here as a scholar of Arab media and Muslim media is to try to act as this link or this bridge between the Muslim world and the Arab world on one hand and the United States and the Western culture on the other.
Do you have any obstacles when you are teaching in the front of the class? Because most of your students is non-Muslims. Do you have any obstacles with that?
No, I believe that here, this area specifically, the DC, Washington DC, Maryland and Virginia area, is a very intercultural, multicultural, very diverse area. People are used to seeing people from different parts of life, from different countries, from different backgrounds, from different nationalities, from different religions. So I believe that my students are seeing, that there's a lot of diversity in the street. It's not like you are living in some kind of very isolated, very far away, a place where people only see other people who look like them, like only white Caucasians, for example. But I hear there's diversity everywhere, and the students, I think, very nicely accept it. I've never had any bad experience. I think the students are just curious.
So what is the most questions come from the students about Muslims, about Arab Muslims in India?
Yes, I think that a lot of students are curious about the status of Arab women and Muslim women. Of course, we see a lot of the stereotypes in the media as well. right? The media stereotyping, sometimes it's not presenting a very favorable or a very positive image about Arab women or Muslim women. So when they see me, as a professor and I'm in the classroom and interacting with them, yes, I'm wearing the hijab, I'm wearing the headscarf, but at the same time, I lived in the West for a number of years, and we have this kind of link, this kind of connection between both cultures, the East and the West. I think it changes a lot of the stereotypes and the images that they have in their mind.
Dalam bulan Ramadan, saya tetap mengerjakan beragam tugas. Mulai dari menulis berita, menjadi MC, newscaster, dan produser. Pada saat lain, bersama keluarga, saya menjalankan ibadah di masjid. Terkadang, saya rindu pada keluarga besar di Indonesia. Rindu bersilaturahim dalam bulan Ramadan. Tetapi, alhamdulillah, kerinduan itu terobati. Persaudaraan sesama muslim di kota ini sangatlah indah. Silaturahim meningkatkan ukhuwah kami sebagai muslim yang bersaudara. Selamat menjalankan ibadah puasa Ramadan.